Hello and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta.
And thank you for joining us today. And whether this is your first time, welcome, or you are a repeat, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We always like to set the tone for our chats. We are conscious women and we like to talk about conscious situations, how to bring love and light to the world. So if that's what you're looking for, peace and harmony, we're your girls. Come hang out with us for a little bit.
Hey. All right. We have a lot of great stuff to be chatting about today. So let's get going and talk about the tea that we're going to be drinking.
Yes. So we're trying something different. This is traditional medicinal, and this is an American medicinal herb company. And this brand is called Gypsy Cold Care. The ingredients are, mentholatum, peppermint, cloves, rose hip, ginger root, and I know I saw one other ingredient. It is, I don't know, what is that? Oh, I said cloves. Yes, cloves.
You said cloves.
Yes, I said it before. So that's it. It's supposed to be very helpful should you have, sinusy cold type symptoms. So
and it actually smells really good.
It smells amazing.
Because I love cloves. Cloves, it just reminds me of like winter, the holiday season.
Yes, and yesterday we're in the 90s and today we're in the 70s, so it's a good day.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, you all.
Not bad.
It tastes
Not
like
bad.
it smells.
It does.
I like that.
Well, it says peppermint. I just wish there was a little bit more peppermint in there.
Yes. I think the peppermint should be, if it was the first ingredients, it would be more full body. That would be really, really good.
But you can taste hints of the clove and some other things in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just all black tea, because sometimes we get teas and it says black tea
Right.
and other flavors and all you taste is black tea.
All right. So let's get started. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the universe because we've got to learn how to love one another. We have to learn how to live together. Rosetta and my focus is on love and compassion. Today is National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. That's a cute one. National Hero Day. One that I particularly like is National Curves Day, Curvy Girl Day.
Curvy.
So curvy girls, it's our day. Let's have some fun. And there are more, so I say some for you.
Yes, I have National Pierogi Day.
Yes.
Do you know what pierogies are? If you have not, check them out.
Yes.
And I also have a National Fluffer Mutter Day, and I'm not really sure what that is. Fluffer Mutter. I think it's something to do with, is it like the cookie Fluffer Mutter?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had never heard of it, and I saw the same picture, and I was like, I'll let her say that one.
So that's Fluffer Mutter. I think it's, because I'm not from America, so
Right.
I don't know, but I think it is something to do with peanut butter and the cookie and sandwich between the cookie and something like that.
Yes.
So I love peanut butter.
I do too.
So I don't know. I've never tried that.
My faves.
Yep. And then we also, I think those are it.
Well, there's National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work or School Day.
Okay. Oh, no. Yes, I do have more.
Yeah.
Bring your teddy bear to school day.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. What else do I have? So I have a few that are always on the second Wednesday in October.
Yes.
And I have Stop Bullying Day.
Yes.
Which we really need.
We really need that a lot right now.
And then Emergency Nurses Day.
Yes.
And you already said Take Your Parents to Lunch Day.
Yep.
That's the second Wednesday. And so is Curves Day. These are all the second Wednesdays in October.
Of October, every year. So make yourself a note. Curvy Day.
All right. And then I have birthdays. We have quite a few here. I have Chevy Chase. Do you all know? I'm sure a lot of people know who Chevy Chase is.
Yes.
He is known for being an actor, and some of his movies are Caddyshack, National Lampoon's Vacation, Three Amigos,
Yes.
That was a great movie.
Yes.
Then we have Bruno Mars. That's his birthday today. Nick
Wow.
Cannon.
Oh my goodness, both of them?
Yes. Matt Damon.
Yes.
My favorite. I love Matt Damon.
Yes.
Love him.
He was a little green character on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and he was out, and you know they have this fake feud. You can tell they're friends.
Yes.
And he's talking about, well, you know, if you weren't so bad, and Jimmy's like, "Who are you? Take that head off." And that's who it was, Matt Damon.
Oh, it was.
He
Matt
goes,
Damon.
"I made it on your show."
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
So happy birthday, Matt.
Yes, and then one other one I have is Sigourney Weaver.
Nice.
And you know her, the famous movie Aliens and
Yes.
Avatar.
Yes, Gorillas in the Mist.
Yes.
Yes, she's done some really great
Oh
movies.
my God, I don't know why my neck is so itchy. Sorry, everyone. Scratching
You
myself.
go scratching.
So those are your birthdays.
All right. So we talked a little bit last time about Dolly Parton being under the weather, and she suspended her Vegas residency. Well, her sister set social media on fire. She did a post, and she says, "Praying for my sister Dolly. And as many of you know, she hasn't been feeling her best lately. I truly believe in the power of prayer, and I've been led to ask all of the world that loves her to be a prayer warrior and pray with me. She's strong, she's loved, and with all the prayers being lifted for her, I know in my heart she's going to be just fine. Godspeed, my sweet Dolly. We all love you." Now, what it turned out is she has an infection from kidney stones. But when you read that post, people were freaking out. They thought she was terminally ill.
Yeah, well, yes.
So Frida, you know, in her attempt to get a little love, she scared everybody. But
she should have started it off differently.
Yes.
Instead of coming straight off and saying pray for her.
yes,
because-
prayer warriors.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound too good. And if you're like rooting for Dolly and following her journey, it's not a good thing to hear that.
And, you know, not just the residency, she also canceled her annual Dollywood. She goes to Dolly to be at her young age. She does a lot.
That Dollywood, I really need to go to it because
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people on
pictures.
YouTube doing videos.
Yes.
And the thing about Dollywood is I don't do the rides.
Right.
It's the food in
Yes.
Dollywood that's
Yes.
calling me to go there.
And it's amazing food. So
Yes.
that's something. However, Dolly, you continue to heal, and we'll keep an eye out. And I know Frida will keep us all informed of how
Yes,
you're
we're
doing.
sending healing, speedy recovery, and
Yes.
prayers to you.
Absolutely. So there's a name that I want you to hear and to kind of memorize, and it is Tilly Norwood. She's an AI actress.
Yes, and if you've heard of her, or if you haven't, now you have. She is actually AI generated. She's an actress that a company called Partial 6 created in preserving her as an actress. And the reason why it's getting a lot of buzz lately is because they actually want to now start backing her or representing her by a talent agency.
Yeah.
And she's not even, it's just, AI. So there are real actresses out there talking about how this is not quite,
This could actually take away their livelihood
Yes.
because they're real actors and actresses.
And Emily Blunt actually spoke out, and this is exactly what she said. She said, "Good Lord, we're screwed."
I love her.
That is really, really scary. Come on, agencies, don't do that. And I don't know why, I understand Partial 6 coming out with this AI actress, but why would they even care if she's represented by a talent agency? Is it because they want some kind of cut?
They want money.
That's what I'm thinking. And I
They
think
want
it's,
money.
to me, I don't think that doesn't make sense to
Right.
me. It really doesn't. But I read that there are like protections for actors. They're trying
Right.
to come up with new protections to protect them against these kind of things, so that it
Right.
doesn't take away their livelihoods.
Exactly.
Which is what I'm really happy for. And I have to read what I had put here. We have, yeah. So the union is the ones I'm talking about, and I talk about the people. The unions have already fought and won some AI protections for actors, including consent and compensation for reproduction of other likenesses.
Right.
So there has to be someone trying to look out for the real actors.
Right.
And I think you mentioned this last time. Whoopi had talked about this
Right.
on The View.
Right. There's also another aspect of this. I love Robin Williams. I thought him and Mrs. Doubtfire, you know, when he was Mork and Mindy.
Yes.
I have watched him from like when we first saw him, Nanu. I mean, nobody knew anything about him. So someone created a AI video of Robin Williams and put it out there like it was him.
Right.
And his daughter is fighting right now to get that pulled down because she's like, that's not my dad. That's not fair.
It's crazy.
And then the same person that put that out there, they have a video of Robin Williams, Tupac Shakur, and Big Papa.
Oh, wow.
Like they're
Everyone
sitting,
that's gone, passed
people
away.
that have passed on. So you're now going to start making money, taking their talents and making it look active, real time, current. I think that's wrong. So hopefully they're going to be able to stop it. You can tell if you really look at something, you can tell the infractions of a human versus an AI.
Yeah, and why would anybody want to watch
Why would
something
you pay $20 to go to the movie
to
theater
watch what you know is
fake?
Because these people are already past and long gone.
Yes.
So I don't really want them to rehash it, AI version of them. I don't want to see them again acting.
No.
I wouldn't mind watching. I can watch the movies,
Yes.
the old time movies.
Yes.
That's I'm quite happy with that. I don't need someone to recreate them. And the other thing with AIs, have you noticed that I've been scrolling through Facebook and all of a sudden comes on, oh, they're doing a Golden Girls reboot, and it's got all these different characters, and then you click on it and it's a trailer.
Yeah.
For this Golden Girls reboot, and then I actually believed it until someone else said, "Oh no, this is all AI created. It's not even true. There's going to be no Golden Girls with whoever the actresses are. That's going to be
the younger version.
Yeah, the younger versions.
Yes.
And then there was another show that they did that too as well. And I'm like, enough people, never going to happen.
Yeah, very true. So just keep an eye out, and remember, your money is valuable, and that's how we can turn things around. If we don't pay for it, it'll go away.
Yeah.
You know, just like when people got upset about Jimmy Fallon being canceled, they started canceling those Hulu memberships, you know, Disney Plus memberships, and we got changed. So don't just throw your money at something that's fake. Take a little more time.
And just the last note on this, there is an actor and filmmaker in Canada that thinks that the content, like there should be like another kind of genre that is categorized as AI creator content kind of thing.
Right.
Instead of trying to pass them off as real actors and actresses.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. So as many of you know, October is breast cancer awareness month. And that's why I'm wearing my pink. I just want everyone to be aware, be conscious. There are certain, I guess you would say, annual physical aspects that you should make sure you take care of. And this is not just for women. This is for women and men. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, because cancer is a very silent killer. Yet it can be very, very, very hard on the human being as well as their family. So we just wanted to highlight that for you today. So I love peanuts, but I know there are people who have peanut allergies.
Yes, there's a lot of people have peanut allergies, and there was lately studies done that, and I saw this on TV. I'm gonna go tell you exactly what it was. It says 8% of the kids have food allergies, and 2% of those are peanut allergies. And I know when my son was going to school in elementary school, they were very particular about that. They couldn't bring anything with peanut butter in there,
Right.
or anything. And people that had peanut allergies in the public schools, this was in the private school, but when he went to public school, they had to sit on different tables.
Right.
But this can be really, because you don't know when someone has a peanut allergy,
Yes.
it can be as deadly as just opening up a packet of peanuts and
Yes.
the
And the air.
and
It's what's in the air.
Because I know my sister told me that when her son went on a trip on the airplane, they had to ask the airplane not to hand out peanuts
Right.
because of that very reason. Or there are some people that go to the other extreme where they need to, it doesn't matter if it's in the air, but when they ingest it, that's when they get the effects of it.
Right.
And how it attacks their system. So there is this, in 2015, there was a landmark study released exposing kids at a higher risk at an earlier age. Between age 4 months to 6 months, they should expose the kids to peanuts.
Wow.
And you can reduce the risk of developing peanut allergies for about 80%.
And they think that by introducing it so early, it gets into their bloodstreams and it won't be as impactful.
Yes, because you know what happens is there are kids that have gone through experiments, because I know a friend of mine has 3 kids and 2 of them have allergies to peanuts. And what they did was they did this long thing where they did what is it called when you go for try and reintroduce, like try and eliminate the peanut allergies,
yes.
so that they can go out and not be as scared going out.
Right.
So what they did is, that's exactly what they did, is they slowly introduced minute little amounts of peanuts into their diet. And I don't know how long this lasts for, until they can tolerate that and be around like children and other people that have peanuts and stuff, and not be scared that they're going to need
Right.
the EpiPen or something like
Right.
that.
Right.
So what's weird is that in Asian culture, we don't even really, growing up, we never even cared about peanut
Peanuts.
allergies. Like I know a lot of when I came to America, a lot of parents were like, we don't introduce kids to peanuts until they're much older, right?
Right.
But Asians give their kids everything when
Right.
they're young. Peanuts, grapes. They think they're
Yes.
going to choke on grapes. We've given peanuts to kids, not like crunchy peanuts, but peanut
yeah.
butter and things
Yeah.
like that to kids way when they're really young.
And they're fine.
Yes. So that's the study. And there also is that there's guidelines that are having pediatricians
Right.
be trained and give them guidelines on how to introduce it to their patients, the parents of the kids that come to their practice. So how many, the percentage of practitioners that are introducing this and talking about it with their patients, which is
Right.
good, which is what I like. So maybe you might want to try that, because sometimes I feel that if you're too scared, you end up opposite happens, right?
Exactly.
So that's the study that they've come up with, and I think that's a great study, because when you try and get your kids get out of that allergy thing, that's what they do. They introduce small, minute doses of peanuts into their diet.
Okay.
So that's a great way, and you can do some more research on that. But I know there are facilities that if you are trying to have your child outgrow these peanut allergies, you can go to and be in these, they're not really experiments because they've worked.
Right. And they know they work.
Right. So that's what I wanted to talk about, because it's great that you can start exposing them to when they're younger. And if you're interested, do your own research.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it.
Okay. Well, I like to know what's going on in any form of transportation I take.
Right.
If I get on a train, I want to know the conductor is good, they know what they're doing. Never heard of any accidents on this line. Same with an airplane, cruise ship, whatever.
Right.
So over the weekend, we heard that due to air traffic controllers, some of them have been furloughed, that they had planes landing at Reagan Airport, but the air traffic controllers were in other locations. They weren't physically there.
Right.
That would make me a little nervous, So one of the things that's going on with our air traffic controllers, we've known since 1994 that they need to train more. And people keep acting like it's okay. We'll just work the ones we've got. They sometimes force them to work 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. It's kind of crazy. So now that some of them have been furloughed due to some government issues that they're working out in the background, on Monday, there were flight delays with Indianapolis Airport, Dallas, Houston, Albuquerque, Phoenix, and Denver. Yesterday, there were flight delays in Boston, Chicago O'Hare, New York, and Nashville. So what we're bringing this up is if you have to travel now, you should call the airline and make sure your flight is still leaving on time. Some have been delayed and quite a few have been completely canceled.
Well, they're usually quite good nowadays because you can get text alerts.
Yes.
On your phone as to when things are delayed. Because when I was traveling to San Diego this past summer,
right,
I got from Southwest because our plane was delayed coming back. It was delayed like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, forget it. We're just going to book a much earlier flight. We're not
right.
just going to wait for the whatever
the
late
to show
flight.
up
yes.
eventually. Yes.
Yeah. So if you can do that, I always love when they give you the option to, if you want to partake in text messages, that's the best way to get it. Because email, sometimes you miss that.
Exactly. So that's our heads up for you. So we talked last week about Taylor Swift being engaged in her beautiful engagement ring. Well, she spent the night on the Jimmy Fallon show. She showed off the ring. She talked a little bit more about, how Kelsey is her favorite human being. It sounds like they're friends. And to me, it's better to become friends before you become more romantic. Because if someone's your friend, you get to know them very well and they get to know you.
Right. Friends before lovers.
Yes. So her album dropped like we told you. There were people in line around the building at Target to get the physical album, which I liked because I know you can stream, you can download. I like something physical that I can have in my hand.
And that reminds me back in the days when they used to have like cassette tapes,
yes,
and CDs.
Yeah.
We used to wait in line, remember?
Yeah.
Sam Goodies
Yes.
and the other
Yes.
stores, Tower Records.
Yes.
I like that.
So I like that, but her album is off to a great start. So congratulations.
I knew it would go off to a great start.
Yes, we
it's
knew
Taylor.
it would. It's her. And she is just, her Swifties love her very, very much. So congratulations on album number 12. So the infamous Dame Anna Wintour, which I got to know a little bit more about her. And even though Devil Wears Prada is fictional, I still got to see kind of what her world is like. When Meryl Streep would say something and they'd say, well, no, I don't agree. And she goes, no, that wasn't a comment. her infractions and the clothes and the coats and the purses. And then being able to see the Vogue room of shoes, and Carrie Bradshaw was and she even did one of those on the Sex and the City, where she worked at Vogue for a while. So she is actually, as of September 2025, she's going to step back a little bit,
which was last month.
Yes. Chloe Mawley has been appointed the head of editorial content at American Vogue. Dame Anna Wintour is going to still do some things. Paris Week is going on right now. Paris Fashion Week, so you all know exactly what I'm talking about, is going on right now, and she's still there. So she's there, but she's kind of backing up a little bit. And Chloe's mom is Candice Bergen. So I think that that's really interesting, how the world of fashion and the world of Hollywood just kind of mingles together.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's awesome. Have you heard this year for the Super Bowl? We got Bad Bunny. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Comment below and let us know, what do you think? I mean, people are talking about it like you wouldn't imagine it, but everybody's talking about Bad Bunny.
Well, there's lots of reasons to talk about Bad Bunny, and there's some negative things that are coming about this. I mean, for me, I don't really understand what he sings because it's all in Spanish, but he seems to be very popular with the younger generation, the Hispanics, the Latinos, and that's great because he's doing really well in all the different award shows. He's winning a lot of awards,
and
which is great for him.
And he's doing a lot for his community.
His community in Puerto Rico.
$400 million into Puerto Rico. That's what he pumped in during these concerts.
But Bad Bunny is opting not to tour in the continental U.S. He did his touring in Puerto Rico, but not doing in the U.S. And he says, because this is exactly word for word what he said, there was the issue like ice could be outside my concerts, and it's something that we are talking about and very concerned about.
Right.
And there are concerns can be real for Super Bowl 60 as well.
Yes.
Now get this. Homeland Security Kristi Noem said ICE agents will be present. And she also says, we will be all over that place. We're going to enforce the law so people should not be coming to the Super Bowl unless they are law-abiding American citizens who love the country. Now, to be honest, I'm kind of like, how do you know that these people
are kind honest if you never talk to them? You just
you're just going by visual.
Just by visual.
Could you imagine, like, only the chaos it would cause?
Yeah.
Now, luckily, this has kind of been a big thing about this ICE being at Super Bowl.
Right.
So luckily they're forewarned.
Yes.
And they're not going to be there.
Well,
but it's a shame
that there's also, that's private property.
Right.
They cannot enter private property, and they could like boycott them and put them out at the fence. But you remember last year the president went to the Super Bowl game.
That's right.
That would be very difficult to have the president sitting in the audience and people out there chaos.
Yeah. So that's pretty sad because on one hand, I'm glad they warned people, but on the other hand, it's kind of sad because there are a lot of people that are law-abiding citizens of America that love the country, and they're going to be stopped for no reason whatsoever because you're just going by visual looks.
And the girls, I know, Anna went to Puerto Rico. I don't know if Sunny did or not, but I know Anna went more than once to the concert, and she was talking about how fabulous it was. So Prime streamed his last concert, and I actually looked at some of it, and it's in Spanish. I did not have an idea of what they were saying, but the people knew the words.
Oh, yeah.
The people are singing the words.
He's huge with that community. He's huge. And, but on the other hand, he did make a funny remark on SNL.
Yes, he did.
He said, for those of you that don't understand what I'm saying, you got 4 months to learn.
That's right. And I thought that was kind of cute.
Yes, it was.
It was cute. I thought he did a good job hosting Saturday Night Live. And it was interesting because, he told everyone, he says, this is not my first time doing the Super Bowl.
No,
when
that's right.
J-Lo and Sakura did the Super Bowl.
Yes, he was on there as well.
So he's already done it. And I just hope that everybody is going to, the Super Bowl is such a wonderful celebration of the teams and the sports. And I hope the NFL is going to learn from what just happened to Disney and not allow this to become as chaotic as it could.
I did not know, and now I do know, that whoever does halftime shows, they don't get paid for it.
No.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they got something, but it wasn't much.
I've known this since Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl, and he was the first one that said, because somebody was talking bad about him, and he's like, I didn't get paid. When Prince did it.
Right.
Madonna. I mean, we can go through.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No one gets paid for that. So for you to put together a team, a core, and put on an amazing show, that is enough stress. You shouldn't worry about people that are want to come and support you being attacked.
Yes. Yeah.
So we hope this is not going to be that bad. We hope. So, we just started October. We're in the second week of October, and I feel like 2025 is on steroids. Every time I close my eyes and open them, I feel like a week has gone by. And now there's discussions about holiday shopping. Really?
Yes, there are. Well, we've been having holiday shopping because Amazon, have you noticed that previous years they would only have one day.
Right.
And everyone, it'll be Prime Day and everyone will be gearing up for that. And they had some really good deals.
Right.
Now it's Prime Day like...
Right now it's Prime.
It's like 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many Prime Days are they having? Because...
Well, they're trying to give people more because they just kind of on the quiet down low, almost double the prices for some people paying
well,
for
I don't
Prime.
know because I checked and I had something in my shopping cart on Amazon. It was this umbrella thing I wanted,
Right.
this windproof umbrella. They said Prime Day price is $14.99. Guess what the regular price was? $16.99.
Mm-hmm.
So only went down $2. How
like
is that?
that's nothing.
That's not even a Prime savings to me.
That's not even worth logging on.
But they are saying that the holidays are coming early and a lot of people are looking for bargains early.
Right.
And they say people will spend $250 billion. This is B with a B, $50 billion, 5% higher than last year. And 10 days around Thanksgiving, shoppers will spend about $5 billion per day.
Yeah.
$5 billion per day. And most people are going to be shopping on their phones. So the majority is going to come from phones, which is why we know that a lot of retail sales,
Right.
businesses have gone out of business because of all these online shopping.
Yeah.
And lots of shopping before Black Friday. But they do say keep your receipts because this can come handy if there are any future price reductions.
Yeah. Now you should also check because each store has different options. There are some stores that only allow returns for 14 days. There are some stores 30 days and some maybe even 90 days. I would not be jumping on and buying Christmas stuff in October because you got at least 60 days unless I knew that my pricing was guaranteed, that if there's something wrong with the merchandise, once they open it at Christmas, I could return it.
I would only buy things that I know that someone would not return.
Yes.
That this is exactly what they want,
Right.
and I know they will not return it.
Right.
Because you're right. You buy in October, and come December, it's already expired. You can't
Yeah.
return it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be careful what you buy.
Yes.
And speaking of buy, I don't know if you've noticed, there was I was watching the news and they said the price of gold. And I was like, gold? And they're like, yeah, the price of gold.
Yeah, the price of gold is at its all-time high. And right now it is, let me see, it says it is $4,000 per ounce.
That's just crazy.
That? Per ounce is 4,000. In March, it traded at 3,000 per ounce. And usually what happens is I've noticed that, and they said this as well, and I have noticed this, when times are kind of unforeseeable, kind of rough,
Right.
the price of gold goes up. Because I feel that people think that it's financially stable to be holding on to gold.
Right.
And have you noticed, I did not know this, but I kind of heard something about this, but I didn't think it was real, that even big box retail stores were selling gold bars.
Oh, honey, Costco was on it.
I never saw that.
Yes.
I missed that whole...
My Costco
yes.
store, I have 3 around me. All 3 of them.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
And how much were they selling it for?
It was a little over $2,000, maybe $2,800 or something like that.
Well, I think usually when they do that in the stores, I'm cautious because they kind of
Yes.
inflate the prices. I don't know if they're actually selling it for what it should be.
Well,
the exact
considering
price.
now
Yeah.
they've doubled their money.
Yeah, they've doubled their money. So they're saying, the expert is saying, if you want to buy gold, don't buy gold bars. Because if you're trying to resell it, there's always fees you have to pay and stuff
Right.
like that. They said look at ETFs which track the price of gold.
Okay.
Because then ETFs are kind of like, you can actually, they're short term, so you can actually keep like buying and selling. It's like sometimes you can like cap ETFs.
Right.
And when it comes to a certain price, you can cap it and then you can sell it or whatever. But I think it's easier that way instead of gold bar trying to resell it somewhere.
Or, you know, when I hear that, I think of movies where they used to take gold and crack it and give you a piece of it to buy food.
All the
and
different
things.
heists and stuff.
Yes.
Nobody's going to take gold.
Yes.
Gold. I don't know, my local
It's
supermarket
heavy.
would take gold.
Yeah, you know, here's my gold bar. Can I go shopping? And they're like, no.
And even if you try and like turn in gold, there are places that do cash for gold.
Yeah.
They don't even give you the right price. They lowball you.
A lot. So be careful with that. A lot. So I don't know where you live. However, the weather in the United States is pretty crazy right now. We had flash flooding in Louisville, Kentucky. They were what they call king tide floods in Florida. So the tides are so high, they're recommending that people don't just go to the ocean. Oh, I'm going to go surfing today. Just look at it and don't do it. We have showers and thunderstorms stretching from Nashville all the way up the East Coast. We could see like 1 to 3 inches of flooding due to the storms that's approaching Washington, New York, and Boston, where they're having high wind and high rain. The temperatures in the center near Green Bay, 38 degrees, 44 in Grand Rapids, 50 in Chicago. You know, this is just the first week of fall, and normally these temperatures aren't where they are now. And then the Rocky Mountain area, like Jackson, is 61, Rapid City is 79, Denver 77, and that's 9 degrees higher than it should be. So, you know, where Green Bay or Chicago is right below it, the temperatures are normally closer together and they're all over the place. Where we live in Northern California, our west coast, there is Hurricane Priscilla and Tropical Storm Octave, and they're swirling and they don't want them to get too close together. Priscilla is down by Mexico, and it's looking like it's going to come up around Baja and up the East Coast, headed towards Palm Springs. We're also experiencing unusual patterns because yesterday was in the 90s. Today it's supposed to be highest in the 70s. So weather is just really, really crazy. However, if you're somewhere near standing water, please, please, please be careful. Do not drive in it. Do not walk in it. Just find land. Make sure you can see some measurement that says there's land here, so if I go straight across, I should be fine. Not where you see water and the land is low, because you could step off and it could be very catastrophic.
Yeah, and I'm just going day by day with the weather, because you can't even predict what the weather's going to be like. Like before, you could tell, like, oh, in the past it used to be this. Like in California, we used to have something called Indian summers.
Yes, which we should be in the heart of right now.
Right now, because it's October time, it should be boiling hot.
Yeah.
Whereas we're getting fluctuating, like Gloria said, from high 80s to now 70s.
Yeah.
So whatever is usually the average or what used to be is no longer. I'm going just by day and see what the weather forecast comes out with, because you can never know what's going to happen from one day to the next.
Yeah, Friday is supposed to start raining, supposed to clear up Saturday, Sunday, and then it's supposed to start raining Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's just crazy.
Odd. I saw it was going to rain on Friday, and then I looked again and it stopped. It said not going to rain on Friday, so I don't even know now.
Yes. Well, we're doing an event here tomorrow, and we're hoping for clear skies. So thank you very much for hanging out with us. And now the best sharing that we do with you all, events around the Bay.
Yes, events around the Bay. So the very first one I have to talk about is, if you're in Santa Clara or any neighboring cities around Santa Clara, please come to the second Thursday pop-ups, and we'll put all the information down below. It's going to be at Out of Time Wines.
Yes.
And there's going to be over 25 to 30 vendors, and it's going to be a rocking time, because we're going to have Elvis in
Yes,
the house
performing.
performing.
Yes.
And we're going to have Italian food.
Yes.
There's going to be local businesses. Please come and support
Yes.
because it'll be a fun time. And you can try some of the wine for a donation. And the proceeds go to Relay for Life. So that's the nonprofit for tomorrow. And I'll put the information below. It's from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you have plenty of time to come after work. No excuses. And there are some great vendors there. I love this one vendor that does their own beef jerky.
Yes.
They have original style. They have spicy, whatever you want. And they give you a sample of any of the ones you can try. And I love the peach habanero.
Yes.
So that's what's happening tomorrow. Then we have San Francisco Fleet Week 2025 this weekend.
Yes.
Air show and full schedule, 11 a.m. at Marina Greens. Now, there is a thing that's happening. You're not going to see, I do have something here
the
that I
Blue
put.
Angels.
You're not going to see the Blue Angels. Where do I have that? Oh, I'll come to this because of the federal strikes.
Right.
So there's going to be someone else that's doing it.
And normally we have these huge ships that come sailing in, and you can actually do a tour. They'll take you on. My brother-in-law, he's in the Navy, and they brought their submarine here once, and we were able to go down. I only went so far, and then I got claustrophobic. I was like, I can't do this. However, it's a really great time for children to see the ship.
Yeah, the only thing that is a bit concerning to me is when it's Fleet Week is there's a lot of traffic.
Yes.
That's the only thing in San Francisco, is a lot of traffic.
Yes.
All right, next we have the Sunnyvale 2025 Mid-autumn Food Festival. It's both days, Saturday and Sunday, and it's in Sunnyvale, West McKinley Avenue. Celebrate one of the most important cultural holidays in the most popular community right here in Sunnyvale. And it's a mid-autumn festival bringing food together, the hearts of the tradition and the joy of community in a vibrant outdoor-filled food, crafts, music, and entertainment. Next, we have Bart Soundtracks Jazz Festival. This is Saturday, October the 11th at 3 p.m. and it's North Berkeley Bart. This is very unusual because the October Bart Soundtrack returns for a one-day music festival featuring some of the Bay Area's outstanding jazz and R&B talents. And it's at 1750 Sacramento Street, Berkeley, California. Details below. Next, we have Harvest Festival Ardenwood Farms. And that is Ardenwood Boulevard in Fremont on Saturday from 10 to 4 p.m. Then you're going to enjoy lots of country fun and this year's crop of corn for Ardenwood programs and animals. Search the fields for the ears of flint corn or popcorn outside the fields. Enjoy seasonal activities, cider pressing, live music, and historic crafts. Ride a narrow gauge train and learn what late 19th century life was like on a tour of the beautiful restored farmhouse. And this is in Fremont. There is a fee, $12 adults and $10 seniors and $8 child. The child is 4 to 17, seniors are 62 and above, and adults are below 62.
All right.
So all the information is below. Next we have the 10th annual Mountain View Oktoberfest, and that's going to be, there's an update because it's going to be on Castro Street this time.
Oh wow, that's a nice big street.
It's held by the Chamber of Commerce, and it's 2 days festivities with which transports you straight to Bavaria. It's not just about the beer, though there's plenty of that. Live entertainment, epic dancing, fun-filled content all day long, and mouth-watering German food.
Ooh.
So come out, wear your Lederhosen. All right, next we have first day of Candle Lighters Open Day, and that is Saturday, October the 11th, and that is going to be the Candle Lighters Ghost House for family-friendly spooks, games, and treats, and that is at the Chadbourne Carriage House, Williams Historical Park in Fremont. all the information below. Next, we have San Francisco's annual Italian Heritage Festival and Pride 2025. It's Sunday, October the 12th, 12:30 at Fisherman's Wharf, Jefferson and Taylor, San Francisco. So that's going to be great Italian festival. I love all the Italian food, Italian music, just Italian culture, everything Italian. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit Stella's Italian Bakery. I love that. Great Italian desserts and drinks. Next, we have 2025 World of Dumplings Festival. And that is at the San Francisco Ferry Building on Sunday. And that starts at 11 a.m. And it's going to be dumpling celebrations, returns bigger than ever. During Fleet Week, World of Dumplings brings together over 20 plus restaurant vendors, live music, beer gardens, cooking demos, trivia, eating contests, cultural performance, and family-friendly fun. Entry is free, but there is registration required to access some of the activities. All right, there you have it. Those are just probably a very few of the activities happening. There's a lot of Oktoberfest.
A lot going on. And down at Casa de Fruta, they're still doing the festival.
Oh, the Renaissance.
Yes.
The Renaissance
goes
fair. That's
till the
right.
19th.
Till the 19th.
And it's only on the
right.
weekends, and so just be aware if you're headed down that way, there will be traffic.
And you should buy your tickets in advance. There is VIP parking there.
Yes.
Parking, you do have to pay for parking. There's regular parking, VIP parking. I think that's $30. Yeah. And regular parking is $10. But it's a great event if you've never been.
Yes, lots of fun. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope we enlightened you with some information, gave you some activities to think about doing with your family. Just bringing love and joy into your life, because we're real. We're not AI. And we hope that you will all gravitate to the real human beings and have fun with us like we love having fun with you. So we feel the love in the room that you sent to us by hanging out with us. We send it back to you. Mwah,
overflowing while we're drinking our lovely tea. Now it's cooled down a bit. I like it. I can actually taste the peppermint now.
Yes.
Initially I couldn't, and you can taste all the other ingredients they put in there. I'm enjoying this.
It's really good.
Thank you everyone so much, and I hope you enjoyed our chat. And I would love for you, if you haven't already, hit that thumb icon if you like our chat. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps us with future chats.
Yes.
Hit the bell icon so you're the first to be notified when any of our chats become available. Thank you so much. We're Silicon Valley Girls Chat over tea. And remember to always keep smiling. Bye.
Bye.